Hello, welcome back to Natural Stone Outlets. Today we are in Turkey and we are going to talk to you about a wonderful and pretty famous white marble, the Mugla White. Mugla is a city in Turkey, and around it there are several quarries where they extract this type of marble, the Mugla White. Some people know it as Blanco Ibiza, whatever. There are dozens of names for the same marble, but this is the Mugla White from Turkey. I'm going to show you quite a lot of variations of the stone so you understand what this is all about. So here we have a big slab, as you can see. This specific variation of the Mugla White, the background is not too white, it's a bit more silvery. And the pattern is a bit, like this, almost like there's a parallel vein on the stone. But essentially all the background looks a bit the same, and you have this strong dark vein, dark line, running, in this direction. So all in all, the surface background is quite uniform, and you have this specific line, dark gray, dark blue, silver line. So this would be one of the variations you could expect on this kind of marble. So back here we have lots of different slabs. I want to show you different selections of the same stone. Here we have one that is quite different actually. So here we have the white background, very white actually. The white background, it's dominant, it's the main color you see is the white. And then what you see is these, irregular brownish lines all over the surface. So, and some occasional clouds, which are a bit gray, a bit brownish. So this would be another type of Mugla White marble, another variation. On this side we have, yet another variation with the white backgrounds, white crystal background structure, but instead of the veins we have the spider web structure. So you can see the spider web with a silver blue color, more or less irregular, but not so dominant. The dominant color is the white one. So yet another variation of the Mugla White. This one here would be similar to the previous one, same structure, white background, but instead of the dominant, spider web structure, you would have this kind of lines, a bit less predictable, but just a different pattern, but still another variation. And back here we have what would be considered the main selection, the top selection of the Mugla White marble. So what we have is a part of these few little lines, that are a bit orange color. You cannot expect too much of this. What you can see is it's a white marble, white colored marble background, crystal backgrounds, with some very occasional rounded silver areas, So this would be what this variation would resembles mostly the Carrara marble from Italy. So have a look. It's quite an interesting type. This is a top grade selection of Mugla White marble, where you have the whites, dominant white, and some very occasional and discrete silver blue areas, like here. This is another variation, top grade Mugla White marble, mostly white. The dominant color is the white, it's very plain. And then you have some occasional gray silver color. This is, if you're looking for something like Carrara marble, CD, which is one of the main variations, you would find this in Turkey, with this specific variation. So yeah, that's it about the Mugla White. You have seen quite some variations. You have seen quite an interesting range of selections of variations. Mugla White is a famous marble from Turkey, white marble. It's actually the most relevant one. So if you're looking for a white marble, this is a good choice. It's only a matter of choosing the right selection. So if you would like to know some more information about Mugla Whites, check our blog or just simply contact us. Thank you for watching.